Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Same, if this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. You all are awesome. So today we'll be checking out something that popped on my TikTok feed, and I was like, I am definitely bringing this here because it is something we all need to do. We all need to see. And it's actually about a white man, talking about the new Jim Crow modern day slavery. And he made illustrations on how it is affecting Black people. And you know what? You don't want to miss out on this illustration. And then we'll go to the stitches and see what people are saying about this. Do not click away. Stay glued to the screen. Let me roll the clip.
So a lot of people are asking exactly what is it that I saw? What truth did I see that made me change my perspective on our criminal justice system? And this is how it goes. So a person of color in the United States during the Jim Crow era faced disenfranchisement, second-class citizenship, barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, and barriers to housing. Then in the United States, we passed the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the 1965 Voting Rights Act that said that we can no longer do this, discriminate based on skin color. 21, what is the only label that we can legally discriminate against, that we can legally disenfranchise, relegate to second-class citizenship, have barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, barriers to housing? If you guessed right, in 2021, convicted felons are the only people we are allowed to legally disenfranchise. Now, do you believe it's a coincidence that 1 in 3 African American males now carry this label of convicted felon as opposed to 1 in 17 white males that carry this label of convicted felon to legally be disenfranchised? If you answered yes to that question, let's look at what's happened between the Jim Crow era and 2021. We've had a 700% increase in our United States prison population. We've gone from 300,000 inmates in 1970 to 1.8 million today, and as high as 2.3 million. So in spite of crime rate dropping, our prison population skyrocketed. And it was because we had the law and order agenda. And the law and order agenda increased police spending, but decreased our education funding. And by doing so, we created the school to prison pipeline. We also created the war on drugs, which we now know is a war on people. In 1986, we passed the Anti-Drug Abuse Act, which differentiated between powder cocaine and hard cocaine, which we now know disproportionately impacted people of color. We also had the 94 crime bill with the Truth in Sentencing Act, which led to higher incarceration rates and harsher sentences for people of color. And once I saw all this, my perspective changed, because I know that Jim Crow era never ended. Racism never ended. It just evolved into what we now have as the new Jim Crow, modern day slavery.
I actually made a video on civil rights 1964, I guess. Yes, I think it aired yesterday or something like that. But I absolutely understood where he is coming from. Like, the illustration was very clear. I mean, crystal clear. And he wasn't lying. Nothing changed. Like, it's just like everything evolved. So still the same Jim Crow era, and still on it. Anyways, let's get into the stitches and then come back. Let me know what you all think about this. Then let's get into the stitches and see what people are saying about this. So here we go.
Exactly what is it that I saw? What truth did I see that made me change my perspective?
Great explanation. Everyone, go to that video, go and watch it in its entirety, as well as go make sure to like, and if you guys can share, go ahead and share. That was some very good lessons in that video. But I want to add to the point of what this person just said. Also, not only is it that all those are in place and how we're imprisoning people, but I want all of you to go and look up the 13th Amendment. Go look up the 13th Amendment as soon as you get a chance. Once you look at it, you will see at the end of the 13th Amendment that there's an exception for slavery. Yes, for slavery, for incarcerated people. That means that slavery was never truly abolished in this country. That means it is still legal. And with the amount of policing that we have in this country and the amount of people that are growing and being put into our carceral state in this country, that means that we are having more and more enslaved people as we speak. And every single time they say that we're going to fund the police even more, guess what? That means that they are making more conditions to enslave more people. Also, remember this. Black people are the trial run. Black people are the canary in the coal mine. If they're doing it to us, that means they're going to do it to you. So if you're white, you also need to pay keen attention to this, because guess what? They did carceral slavery to us. They did chattel slavery to us. Guess what? They're going to do it to you too, because there's too many of y'all for them to not make profit off of. So guess what? They're doing it to us. It's going to happen to you. Watch the space, be wise, and wake up, because guess what? This is their plan, to enslave you. That is the goal of capitalism, slavery. And it's not going to change unless we upend the system, flip that table over, and remake the system in the way the workers and the poor want it to be. A system that is good for all.
He made so much point. A system that is good for all, not just a system that would benefit a particular set of people. Because I keep saying this, not until the proletariat are equal to the tax. There is nothing like it's been, the rich has been always the richer and the poor the poorer. Not until they coin flips, we will know that we are on the right side. But for now, there is nothing to talk about on this. This is absolutely a great explanation. You know what? We'll stay going. Let's get into it.
Mississippi lawmakers seek return to Jim Crow with separate white system of justice. In 2023, according to Mississippi Today, a proposed new law will let the state's white Chief Justice of Mississippi Supreme Court and his white Attorney General and his white staff public safety commissioner appoint new judges, prosecutors, public defenders, and police officers to run a new district in the city that includes all the city majority white neighborhoods. And facts over feelings, for y'all that don't know, according to the U.S. Census data, Jackson is 83% black. Does the white majority in Jackson, Mississippi believe that the black folks in Jackson are incompetent of being able to govern them or themselves? Just so we clear, Jackson is the same state where old Brett Favre got away with stealing millions of dollars from them folks on welfare, right? Now, the same folks that want to chastise folks for being stuck in the past is study passing legislation to what? Take us to the past. In the Mississippi's capital, old racial divides take new forms. Education is elevation, and man, this is crazy, right?
It's sad as hell that I even gotta say this shit. And it's even more sad that y'all have to go on fucking TikTok to find out this fucking bullshit. For those of y'all who don't know what the fuck is going on in the state of Mississippi, they are trying to pass a law to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. Let me say this one more time for the people who did not motherfucking hear me. They are trying to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. And for all you who are young and y'all don't know what the Jim Crow laws are, look up the story of Emmett Till. Enough motherfucking said. That brings me to my next motherfucking statement, and it's sad as fuck that I even gotta say this shit. We cannot depend on the motherfucking government for help. Because look what the fuck the government is allowing to fucking happen, bro. We cannot depend on the fucking cops for help. We can't even depend on the black cops for help. Rest in peace to old boy. I forgot his name. So with that being said, this is a message to all you gang members out here. If y'all have enough common sense to have this person doing this person doing that, this person making the drugs, this person killing folks, this person running shit, this person doing that, y'all have enough motherfucking common sense to start a motherfucking army to protect your fellow people. Because if y'all don't know how fucking serious this shit is about to get if they pass that motherfucking law, make long story short, if a white person did something to you, guess what? They're getting off fucking free. point fucking blank. You guys are the only army we have right now. You Bloods, you Crips, you Sir 13s, all y'all Latin Kings, all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all are the only protection that we have right now. Like I said, we can't depend on the motherfucking government. We cannot depend on the motherfucking cops. And it's sad, like I said, it's sad that I have to log on to the fucking internet and find this shit when this shit should have made national motherfucking news. With that being said, strap the fuck up. That's all I know. Is just strap the fuck up. Protect yourself. Protect your families. Because the government, the cops, will not do that for us. It's only Mississippi, baby. It's only Mississippi. It's only a matter of time for the entire South is like that. Again. Strap the fuck up. Protect your motherfucking families. And then for TikTok, if y'all take this motherfucking video down, that just comes to show that you are on the side of fucking Jim Crow. Period.
For those of you that don't know, Jackson, Mississippi just passed what is being called the Jim Crow law. It passed. If you don't believe me, I need you to Google it. I need you to Google it, and I need you to understand that this is not an isolated thing. What the GOP does is they try different things out in different states, and when they see that it works, then they start other governors and other local and state governments in other states start mimicking what the other states did. And so you have this in Mississippi. You have AP studies courses being banned in Florida. You have books being banned that are about LGBTQ, about indigenous people, about enslaved Africans. You have some folks in Texas looking to ban the word racism. Yep. Welcome to America.
This is really going to be a tough fight. And I really don't know how I feel about this. You all can see that from my countenance. I am really sad. I mean, I just don't know what to say, really. I am so sad. I am confused. I am kind of in short of words. Because it looks like the more we are talking, the more new things are coming up. I mean, there is no break. There is no, it's just back to back, and that really sucks. And it's kind of draining. I am not going to lie to you. I think this is where I'm going to call it a day. Let me know what you all think. Let's talk about this in the comment section. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.